and gotta get that out of the light. Woo. What's going on, people to the north of me, people to the south of me, wherever you may be? I'm your bussy boy. It's the Mussy Bussy crew. Obviously, we're back. We're always doing the show as live as we could do it. I realized that I gotta raise. There we go. There we go. Now you guys can see my bussy. Um, all right, we're live. We're in the park, and it's probably the best spot we could look for, at least. So we're in the sun. I'm getting my back is in the sun. Got my. I'm gonna get a little bit toasty here during this one. I'll probably end up going to the shade here in a little bit, but we're gonna talk about a little. Rest in peace, Ozzy Osbourne, one of the greatest rock metal musicians of all time. Sharon, but Ozzy's is a big, one of the big influences in me even wanting to sing. I can't say I ever really made it very far in my singing career, but that's all right. Just one of the best, So big shout out to Ozzy Osbourne on that one. Rest in peace, my man. I'll have to listen to that song. I guess he sang a song during a concert and of his fairly recently. And I guess his health was already deteriorating, so it was already kind of well known at this point that he wasn't very long for this world, unfortunately. But really cool dude. Incredible man. Um, Feeling good though, man. Feeling good. Just getting the energy out. Just kind of hanging outside, letting the sun hit my bussy, and feeling like the greatest white rapper of all time, of course, because that's what I am. I'm white. But yeah, it's good to see everybody out in the. Not a lot of people out in the park at the moment, but that's okay. So we're going to talk a little bit. I actually have some notes for the show for once because I've been carrying around a small notebook. I do recommend if you guys get the chance, get a good little composition book. They are very, very, very handy, and don't know where I'd be without one. Well, probably be somewhere, but let's see. What do we want to discuss today? Well, so we're trying to do, one of the goals right now is to try to review over 100 products in about in a span of a week. I want to try to get 100 product reviews recorded in the span of a week. It's going to be tough. I don't know if I'll be able to do it. You know what's crazy? I don't know how, like Bonnie Blue or whatever, she like broke the record for banging 1,000 dudes in 24 hours. I don't know. Even if I dedicated 24 hours, I don't even know if I get 1,000 product reviews, and it's really tough. You have to think about the products. I mean, I guess when you're getting banged, you don't have to think about it very much. It's 30 seconds in, 30 seconds out. I'm sure there was like a timer for every dude in that situation, but yeah. So 1,000 dudes in 24 hours is pretty impressive. But yeah, no, we're trying to do 100 product reviews in a span of 24 hours. That's going to be interesting, even trying to pull that off. Let's see. A few other things we're going to be trying to do here in the next few episodes is, demonstrate the uses for avocado oil. I'm a huge fan of the avocado oil, as you all know, so I'm a freak when it comes down to that crap. Let's see. What else we got? Trying to think what else we could talk about here on this magnificent show, this magnificent hour. I was thinking about maybe bringing the LG V20 back to life as a backup phone, although it's a very old, it has like Android 8 on it, so it's like a very old version of it. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna want to bring that out of commission or not. I'm thinking about it. Let's see. But yeah, doing 100 different reviews, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a challenge, and we're going to see what we can pull off with it, though. Because I've already recorded a grand total of 14 product reviews. So being able to get to 100 by the end of the week, that's going to be tough. I want to see what I can pull off. I mean, even if I get to 50, I think I'll be very satisfied with that number. But really, a lot of these reviews are very simple, one-take reviews. I get in front of the camera, I talk about the product, kind of try to demonstrate it if I can. If I can't, no big deal. But I could talk about my everyday uses for it, so it's kind of usually the key. And then let's see, another thing. What's the other thing I wanted to talk about here? Got a whole list of notes, but let's see. We'll talk about the dividends, some of the dividend philosophies I have a little bit later. We always talk about dividends at some point on the show. We're very dividend friendly on this show. We don't really care if we get taxed on the dividends. We just like seeing the money go into our brokerage accounts. Then we just kind of use that money towards whatever investments we feel like using it for. But yeah, I'm a big dividends guy. I think that's one of the big things about this channel is we like companies with proven cash flows that could pay their shareholders, and I like a little bit of consistency with my income. So I mean, it's never fully consistent, I will say that, but there is we do tend to seek dividend growth companies on this channel, just companies that grow. Obviously, companies that grow in general overall, at least, or buy back their shares at the very least, even if they don't grow. And not all companies truly need to grow. A lot of the times those companies will just buy back their shares and take the ones out of circulation, making the shares that already exist more valuable. You know, companies like Coca-Cola are great. They pay a good amount of their profits, their overall realized profits, towards the shareholders in the form of a dividend. So they're incredible. Yeah, it's very hot out here. I didn't realize that. I'm probably going to go into the shade for a little bit. What else do we want to talk about? I got all sorts of notes here. I'm probably going to do a review on the white Monster energy drinks. They're kind of a higher sodium one, but they're still pretty tasty, and they're a good product. As you all know, I've already done a few reviews on energy drinks, but I might do a few more energy drink reviews. I think they're always very fun to play with, and so huge fan of energy. I'm an energy drinks kind of guy. Probably not the healthiest thing for me, but you know, they do the trick. They keep me going, and eventually I won't have to rely on them so much, which will be good. But so far the YouTube channel's been really kind to me as far as money goes, so that's been nice. Being monetized is a great source of passive income for me. I didn't realize how much of a relief it was just to see that money come in. I finally, by the way, got my first official, I guess you could say, check from Google. Basically, it was a direct deposit into my bank account. And really cool. Really happy about that. Just excited. Let's see what else we got. What else we got on the docket? Let's see. But yeah, no, seriously though, R.I.P. Ozzy, man. Rest in peace, brother. You know, one of Black Sabbath's, original lead singer of Black Sabbath. Just incredible. It's interesting that Ozzy was had such a big run on reality TV. That was interesting. He was, you know, you don't really see that very often. But he was like, hey, you know, a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there, and but yeah, go Ozzy, man, go Ozzy. But you know, he lived a heck of a life, and you know, may he rest in peace, man. Really cool dude. Really cool dude. But yeah, with dividends, like I always say, you know, We'll shift over to dividends, from Ozzy to dividends. This show has talks about all sorts of things, but when it comes down to it, we're really a dividend. We encourage people to invest in companies, not financial advice, by the way. We do like to encourage investment into companies with positive cash flow. Companies that well managed, have a wide product pipeline. It's very tough for other companies to compete with them, that sort of thing. I love real estate investment trust. That's an example. I'm all about the real estate investment trust, though, when it comes down to it, because I hate owning my own real estate. I'm not about that life. I really can't. I can't stand owning my own real estate, except for I'll own companies that own real estate, absolutely. But I can't stand owning the real estate directly, like I have to deal with the tenants, that sort of thing. So that's kind of where it goes, and it's honestly better to have REITs for me because I get the cash flow as if I am a landlord. I am the owner of the company by being a shareholder. I'm a minority shareholder at that, but yeah, the dividend payouts and the cash flow that you get and the cash flow that the companies have to be able to pay those dividends is, if I'm going to be honest, magnificent. So it's really, really neat. Let's see. So I got about 79 days before I have to get at least 3 sales for Amazon Associates. It's going to be interesting. That's why I've been really pushing as much as I can to do these product reviews, these pre-recorded ones. Now, this is obviously a live session, so I ain't doing really any real... but I will say, I would like to encourage, check out the links in the description below. It does help the channel grow. We really appreciate any contribution. Click the link, make a purchase. It does help the channel a lot. But yeah, overall, man, I just... when I saw the headline today about Ozzy, man, I was just like, whoa. I knew he was getting up there in age, though, so that it makes a little bit of sense overall, but still. Hey, he was a beast, man. Real beast. But yeah, let's see what else we got. Yeah, if anybody wants to, lighten up the chat, man, I'll look at all the messages here. We got nobody participating in chat. 12 minutes in. This is a slow start, but that's okay. Sometimes these shows get off to a slow start, and you just kind of have to do what you have to do at that point. So my shoulders are in the sun, so I probably won't want to be in the sun for too long. In fact, I am going to probably have to move the show a little over this way because my arms will cook in the sun. That is a proven fact. A little more shade over here. A little more shade. We need the shade. So I see there's a bottle of Steel Reserve. Somebody was out here drinking some Steel Reserve. I don't know. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to know what sort of shit's in there. It's scary. Hold on. Let me get this pointed out. All right. We're back. We're still live. F it, we'll do it live. All right. But yeah, overall, we got the handy dandy notebook. It's very windy out here, but it's pretty nice weather so far. Pretty sexy. Yeah. So I'm kind of in a more shaded area right now. One of the more shaded benches, but yeah, it's one of the best places to do a show. If we're going to be honest here, this is the next best spot to do a show. Let's see. I do want to do a product demonstration though with the Ninja Sizzle. I may end up doing that when I get back home, or I might use the red copper frying pan or something. I may do some sort of cooking, video. Maybe not a live one, but a pre-recorded one. That'll be interesting. trying to do a little more pre-recorded because the product reviews are a lot easier to do when it's a pre-recorded situation. But yeah, doing 100 product reviews, I mean, since I've already gotten 14, I just have to really push the pedal to the metal. I already actually, it's funny because I made a list of the various products that I own in my home, and we'll go over them together. Actually, I might as well go over them together with you. So the Lysol wipes are already did those, already crossed those out. Wipes I use for my car, haven't done those ones yet. Let's see, Casio G-Shock, that's a good watch. G-Shock, both of them, you know. Ninja Sizzle, we gotta do a Ninja Sizzle demo. I've done a few of those, but I've never done like a real video, you know what I mean? One that's just a pre-recorded, fun little horizontal video, that sort of thing. Let's see. What else we got? A demonstration video of the phone holder that I have. I was going to get my V20 out of commission and use that as a demonstration device. I think it'll work for it. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, a Logitech Brio one. Yes, so the Logitech Brio is actually the camera I use for all my video recordings and my streaming when it comes to me being on my desktop computer doing the show from there. That is something I use quite frequently, and I love it. So yeah, so doing one of the Logitech with doing a Logitech Brio review would be a good one, and showing people how I use the Logitech Brio on my computer might be an even more valuable video. So that might be kind of fun. Just me using the Pixel 8 Pro camera to show people how I do what I do with the Logitech Brio camera. So that'd be kind of a fun review. The Netgear Gateway one, I'll have to use my Pixel 8 Pro for that one probably. But that'd be a fun one because it's a really good router. It's really good. It's a router and a modem combined together, which they call that a gateway. So it's really convenient to have a gateway, by the way, especially if it's a fully functioning one. So it does the trick, and it's worked for quite a while. I think I've had this gateway for about probably a year and a half, so it's been very, very convenient. Let's see, we'll do a Pixel 5 review probably, because the Pixel 5 has honestly been a great phone. I use it as a security camera. I used it before when I was doing DoorDash, and it was very quick, very easy. Worked very well with the DoorDash app, but very quick, very portable. Just an all-around stellar phone. I do have the Pixel 8 Pro now. It's a little jankier, a little bigger, but it's still it's a better phone, obviously, than the Pixel 5. But, yep. Consider it, though. Be considered. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's see. What else we want to talk about? Let's see, Netgear Gateway, Pixel 5 review, HP Envy. I've got an HP Envy desktop computer that I could do a review on, so that'd be fun. I have an HP laptop as well, very good laptop that I like to use quite frequently. I could do a review on Polysporin. I like to use that whenever I get like a cut or a bruise or something. Review my keyboard. I got one of those mechanical keyboards, I guess you could call it. Very good. It's like a gaming keyboard sort of thing. Let's see. I got the Soar mouse and keyboard mat. I could review that. Let's see. The safe. I could do one on my safe that I have. I have a C++ book that's been pretty good to me over the years. I could do a review on that. It's a good little reference book whenever I need it. Especially if I need to revisit some concepts. But there's really not too many concepts that I really ever need to refocus on. It's really just getting experience. And Dell keyboard and mouse that I use. Yep. So I do use a Dell keyboard and a mouse for my for the remote job that I do, for the one where I take phone calls from home. But make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel, please. More likes, more viewers, the better. The yoga ball I use, I believe, is available on Amazon. Basically, these are all products that I use on the day-to-day basis that are available on Amazon. So, alien tape. Alien tape is a good one. That'll be a fun product demo to do. Zach's body wash, that's a solid one. Slim Jim, Chili Review, Southgate, spaghetti brand. Some of the spaghetti brands I use, the Hot Ones hot sauces. I have a Hanes t-shirt that I like. Then maybe I could do a review for that as well. Copper socks, ShamWow review. All free. Oh yes, by the way, the ShamWow review. I'm a big ShamWow guy. I love the ShamWow products. They're incredible. And yeah, if you're not using ShamWow, I don't know what you're using at this point, but ShamWow, greatest product ever. Let's see. Oh, Levi's wallet. I have a good Levi's wallet that I could do a review on. I wrote all these down. I was trying to think of all the different items that I was trying to do a little bit of an inventory of all the stuff that I own, just to make life a little bit easier to figure it out on this one. Levi's wallet, Gorilla Tape. Gorilla Tape's a great product. That would be a fun one to do a review on. Vitamin D supplements, the belts that I wear on a day-to-day basis. Like there's a belt that I have that is basically TSA proof. That means you can, walk through any sort of detector without it going off like crazy. Review some of the beef that I purchased, maybe from Grocery Outlet. There's Saratoga waters. It's kind of like bougie white woman water. Let's see. Bolt Farms pomegranate juice. It's another pomegranate juice that I do like to buy frequently. So I go between wonderful pomegranate juice, and Bolt Farms pomegranate juice. That shit's good. Shit's solid. Rice brand, if available on Amazon. There's a rice brand, I can't remember the name, but there's some rice brands that I get that I can do reviews on. The fig bars that I eat all the time. Sharpie S pens, that would be kind of a good one. The Glycerin 19 shoes, that might be a bit of a tough one. I would review the shoes that I have, but also put a link to the latest Glycerin shoes would probably be the way to do it. I could potentially do one for the Tracksmith shoes that I own, but Tracksmith doesn't sell anything on Amazon, so that'd be kind of a tough one. Water drop water filter. Actually, I got to cross that one out because I already did that one, so I'm going to cross that bad boy out. Water drop water filter, that's already done. Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, 12-ounce cans. That's one I should do because I do on occasion drink the cherry Cokes and the regular Coke Zeros. Those are pretty tasty. Let's see. What else we got? Let's see here. What else are we looking for? New Balance running shoes would be a good one. That'd be a good one as well. I think that'd be solid. What else we got? So the New Balance ones would be solid. Maybe the underwear that I wear. I could do one on Windows 11 since I have a HP Envy. That'd be an interesting review. Do one for Breeze. Let's see. But yeah, overall, I mean, pretty good solid product list so far. And these are the ones that I haven't done. Let's see, polysporin, vitamins. But I think the belts that I use, though, the belts that I purchase, would be very good for product reviews. Overall, yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm feeling about it, though. Ooh, I didn't mention the chili, the various brands of chili that I like to eat. Um, I could do a review for each of those chili brands, those canned chili brands that I like. Talk about, like, do I like the taste? How often do I buy it? Is it frequently? Is it every now and again? Usually it's every now and again for some. Like Campbell's chunky chili is one I buy like on occasion, but not often. Normally my main go-tos are Stag and Nally's. Those are my two go-tos. And I do like to get Southgate as well, just because sometimes it's on sale at grocery outlets. So Stag is pretty good. I mean, not Stag, but Southgate is one of those that are pretty tasty. Yeah, overall, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I guess we'll talk maybe a little more Ozzy. Nobody's in the chat, so it's kind of like just a free for all on this particular video. But yeah, it's fun to be out here. It's fun to be doing a live stream. We're 25 minutes in, and we've been barely getting any sort of reception of people coming in. It's kind of lame, but that's all right. We'll talk about dividends, I guess, considering this is a very very much a dividend show. It's kind of this is a spread out live show today. So, but yeah, overall, when it comes down to it, I think that I don't know why there are some YouTubers, and as much as I love Strongman Personal Finance, and he's my boy, by the way, I love Strongman. He has been, he's definitely been very anti-dividend. And I do understand his reasoning behind it. He's not a guy that likes to be taxed on anything. But I figure it's like, why avoid the inevitable? Because a lot of the best companies out there that do have positive cash flows will pay you a dividend to hold it. So if you get taxed, you get taxed. That's the way I look at it. It's just like, why miss out on those companies just because you don't like getting taxed? It's like, just get them, There are a few like master limited partnerships that I avoid because they send out stupid K1 forms at the end of the year. I hate those. And I don't even bother with those. If they even send one, I sell off that company, that master limited partnership. But I only go with ETFs and individual stocks that do not send me a K1. If you send me a K1, I will never invest in you. That's all I got to say. So sometimes it can be a little bit tough to get into commodity ETFs because of the K1 policies, but there are specific ETFs out there that avoid the K1s to begin with. So yeah, you have to look for those. I think there's an entire list out there of ones that don't do a K1. I think it's easier to find a list of the ones that do a K1 and then just avoid those. Put those on your do not invest list. That's not financial advice. Talk to a financial advisor. But I'm just somebody who, and if you're like me, you probably hate the K1 forms that they send out. I don't like those at all. Those are so flippin' annoying. But yeah, not a fan of K1s at all. But yeah, I mean, as far as it goes, I'm just usually like, I just kind of remain diversified in several different ETFs. And there's really not much more to it than that. You don't have to constantly be, purchasing like tons of different. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought today. It's a little windy out here. It's a little chilly. Speaking of chilly, I'm going to make some when I get home. I don't think I'm going to be out here too long doing a show, just probably for another 30 minutes or so. But yeah, overall, it's like my main focus is dividends, man. That's really the key. And if you're not investing in dividends, I just think it's like, if you're not investing in companies that pay out a dividend, I think you're really missing out. Also, it's a fantastic source of passive income to some degree because it's like you don't ever have to sell any of your shares. You get to keep the shares that you have, and you never have to worry about ever selling off even a single share of it. So it's really just dispersing a lot of the profits out to the shareholders in the form of something payable and something realized. So I'm very pro. This channel is very pro dividend. I can't see this channel ever being anything else besides that as far as it goes. Now, don't get me wrong. I still own companies that don't pay a dividend because they still have positive cash flows. It's just not in their overall scheme to do it. They do share buybacks, and I'll compromise with that. But you know, I'm never all in on one single company. I have a very very stacked portfolio. But all majority of the companies that I own do pay a dividend. Majority of the ETFs that I have pay a dividend. In fact, I think pretty much every ETF that I have pays some sort of dividend, because they're all very index based ETFs for the most part. But I do have the covered call ETFs, which are very fantastic, by the way. I love my covered call ETFs, and I don't leave home without them. Let's see. But yeah, just as far as it goes, ETFs, man, just stack. I don't stack up on one specific one. I just get like one share of each ETF that I like. I think every single ETF I own does pay some sort of dividend, whether it's small or whether it's large. Um, I have tons of individual stocks as well. I mean, like, the whole idea is to have a very stacked, diversified portfolio of real estate investment trusts, you know, ETFs, you name it, man. Like, the sky's really the limit, you know. And I'm going to keep investing until I can't invest no more. You know, it's kind of the key. But yeah, it feels good to be standing out here with you guys and doing the show. I definitely want to get back home at some point, get a little bit of water. I do see we got some viewers here. Let's take a look and see if we have any chats. Make sure you guys like the video, though. More likes we get, the better. But yeah, we're doing a little bit of a live segment today out in the park. If you're wondering where I'm at, and I get to see that beautiful view right there. It's very pretty out here. Yeah, I'm a big fan of hanging out at the park, though. This is a good place to do a show. I'm pretty sure most of the time people think this is like an Alex Rosen bust, majority of the time. But yeah, I really love doing the show out here, and I can't think of any other time that I wouldn't do the show. You know, I mean, this is the show. This is the way to go. But yeah, I'm thinking if there's anything else I want to talk about in this live video. I mean, we're just really talking about dividends at this point, kind of ending the show. Probably 15 minutes. We got 15 more minutes probably. I'm renting this space using Cardano and Bitcoin. No, I guess another thing we could talk about is the complete opposite of a dividend stock. We could talk about something that's completely worthless, that doesn't pay you to hold it, and also depreciates in value over time. It will depreciate. It's like Bitcoin, for example. Bitcoin is awful. That's not an investment. That's garbage. That's all I gotta say. And yeah, so it's just one of the key things on this channel. We talk about Bitcoin being a grift. It's a huge grift, and yeah, I hope people realize it. But if they don't, that's okay. That is all right. Yeah, when it comes down to it, though, man, the dividend stocks, I don't have them really mapped out or anything, but let's see. I would love to do, you know what I would love to do is 1,000 product reviews. You know how insane that would be? I've also been really utilizing search engine optimization techniques on YouTube, and the experiment has been really, the experiment has been very successful so far, in the sense that I use ChatGPT to do the keyword research for me. The relevant optimized keywords are searched for by ChatGPT, which really honestly helps in so many ways. So I have a good amount of tags on YouTube. I use 3 hashtags per video. I've kind of kept it down to 3 hashtags that are as relevant as possible to the subject matter. But I use the tags, the YouTube tags, properly, and like I said, I use ChatGPT to my advantage. So, plenty of ways to win, plenty of ways to do it. But yeah, I mean, like, the earning potential. I was thinking about it. You know, when you have a ton of dividend, when you have a ton of stocks, a ton of companies that, or even ETFs that pay a dividend, I mean, you're really ahead of the curve. Overall, not many people own stocks, unfortunately. Not even a lot of people own real estate. It's very tough to get into real estate these days. So the easiest medium to get into when it comes to owning assets really is the stock market. And it's a shock that more people don't get into it. But a lot of people are afraid of it because they're like the '08 crash or whatever. But it's like you could bet against Bitcoin, which is a legitimate Ponzi scheme, and make a ton of money when Bitcoin ultimately crashes. That's not financial advice, but look, Bitcoin is a total grift, and betting against it's probably the smartest thing I've ever done. The results aren't showing up now, but that's all right. You don't need the results to show up immediately, as long as you know that what you're betting against is intrinsically worthless. And if it is intrinsically worthless and has an intrinsic value of 0, eventually time will match. Over time will tell, and make it to where that investment will go to 0, because it's not really an investment at all. It's a liability, a digital liability. So, but yeah, overall, I think, my favorite types of dividend stocks, my main favorite one are real estate investment trusts. I'm a REITs kind of guy. Now, don't get me wrong, I love owning companies that do products and services and stuff like that, like a Coca-Cola or like, you name it. But at the same time, I'm also very much into, like I said, real estate investment trusts have the cash flow there. They have real estate, which proves to appreciate in value over time, especially if it's leased out real estate, commercial real estate, residential. I own all sorts of different REITs, real estate investment trusts, but it's important to own as many as you can, in my opinion, as many different ones, so you can remain diversified. So my whole goal is I do have a very, very diversified portfolio of REITs on the standby at all times. And it's I'm constantly getting dividends left and right in my portfolio, and it's extra money for me. You never know when you need extra money, but I don't really ever need to use it. For my own personal uses, I typically just reinvest it into other companies that I have, or other companies maybe that I don't have in my portfolio, or maybe ETFs that I don't have, or maybe just add on to an existing position in my portfolio. But the whole goal is stay diversified across asset classes, stay diversified in stocks, stay diversified in bonds, stay diversified in commodities. Constantly being diversified is the key, and it is a way to win. At the end of the day, there's a bee. It's just really following my bussy. Kind of. Sort of. Yeah. But overall, it's kind of really about the extent of it. Let me move the camera a little over here. So, feels good though to be out here and out and about and doing the show. Got my tiny little effing notepad. I love this thing. It's very handy. You should always have a notepad. Always have a notepad handy. Hell, I don't know what I would do without my handy dandy notepad, So, helps out a lot. Let's see. Make sure you guys like the video, though. More likes, the better. I will say using the Pixel 8 Pro as a camera to pre-record videos is also great, because I could do so much more product reviews, more demonstrations of the product in use, using the exceptional camera of the Pixel 8 Pro. By the way, you want to get the Pixel 8 Pro? I have an Amazon associate link. I may get a small commission if you make a purchase. If you click the link, make the purchase. It helps support the channel. But yeah, check it out if you want to be a Google Pixel 8 Pro owner. They're a pretty good price right now. And link in the description. Boom. Helps the channel too, and it helps you get a good smartphone. Let's see. Sorry, folks, just kind of checking the paper real quick. But yeah, I was thinking I could do one on shirts that I wear frequently. I only have one shirt that I pretty much wear. It's this type of shirt, and it's my blue t-shirts that I traditionally wear, which I love my blue t-shirts. I'm all about the blue t-shirt life. But yeah, I do plan on doing a few reviews when I get home, because I got to get those done as quickly as possible. Because doing maybe like 5-7 minute reviews. I'm trying to make it to where the videos aren't too long. I think a good 5-minute, 6-minute video is always solid. I don't want to overdo it. I want to get the essentials in the video as much as possible, and really kind of just go over the, why I like the product, why I use it every day. Just kind of go over my personal experience, because all you really can go from, if you want to be sincere, is your own personal experience with the product, how you use it every day. So that's kind of the key, is just how do I use this product every day? How does it make my life better? How does it work for me? Would it work for you? That sort of thing. There's plenty of ways to go about this. It's really fun. So it'll be pretty entertaining overall. What else we got here? Trying to think if we have any other things to talk about, but I feel like we could talk about something else. Nah, let's keep talking about dividends here. So the great thing is, man, it's like every day I look at my portfolio, every day that there's a trading day, I get some sort of dividend payout. I think there's only like one day out of every 90 days where I don't get any dividends at all. Like one day out of all trading days in the 90-day quarter span where I don't get pretty much every single day I get some sort of dividend payout. And it's nice. It really is nice, man. I really enjoy the dividends that I get. It helps. They help in a lot of ways, in ways that people don't even realize, So I usually just take those dividends and just reinvest them, So that's the smartest way to do it, at least in my opinion. I'm still trying to see how much quick, easy money I can make off of the swing trading the S-bit, which is kind of fun. It's been a very fun experience to swing trade. Yeah, I love it. My portfolio keeps going up too, which is pretty nice. And yeah, the more the portfolio goes up, the better. I mean, it's a hyper diversified portfolio, so it's pretty tough for it to ever really truly sink. Because when you're exposed to every single asset class, you have an advantage over other investors. Because if one sector goes down temporarily, if one asset class goes down, the other asset classes that you're a part of start to go up like crazy. So it's a win-win situation in a lot of ways. But yeah, I've really focused hard on YouTube. YouTube has been the primary source of not only money coming in, but just YouTube in general has been the key. So yeah, my goal here is just to keep on utilizing my resources, and when you have the strong following, the strong following I have through the subscriber base, it helps a lot. What else we got going on here? But yeah, I mean, eventually I would love to get up to 1,000 product reviews, but I have 79 days to get at least 3 sales. 79 days remaining on there, so I got to keep every day. I got to keep doing another product review, at least 5. I'm trying to do at least 5 a day, maybe even up to 10. I don't know. It depends on how often I want to do that. It's important to me, man. I gotta, I've always wanted to have passive income through doing sales, like marketing sort of thing. And I've always felt, I've always seen guys like Billy Mays and thought, it's like I got a decent voice, I got a fun stage presence, and it'd be fun to just be able to, talk about products that I really enjoy and like to use, and be able to get a small commission off that. I don't really want a sponsor. I've never really truly wanted any sponsors or anything like that. That's never really appealed to me, but I do like being able to sell products I frequently use and get a commission off of it. I think that's probably one of the best things I could do, if I'm going to be honest with you. But yeah, overall, I think it's the smartest thing I could do. Let's see. We're not getting viewers on this live video. It would have been a little easier for me to do probably a live video in a different way, but I was thinking about doing a goldfish versus the whales debate. Whales and goldfish, two great cracker brands, by the way. I'm a great cracker brand. Actually, I do need to do a little bit of grocery shopping, so that might be, well, I'll probably do that tomorrow. I don't have a lot on the docket today. I just kind of want to have a relaxed day, and this is my version of relaxing, is doing a video where I stand up and in the park. Yeah, it'd be interesting though. I definitely got to do more product reviews. I was definitely glad to do one on the avocado oil, because that is a product that is the Chosen Foods product specifically has been a great product for me overall. So I'd probably recommend that to a lot of people. I already do recommend it to a lot of people. Let's see. I want to keep this one short, because as much as I want to be outside right now, I also do have stuff I got to do. So I guess when I'm at home, I could always just bust out the laptop if there's anything I got to do digitally. But yeah, no, I just enjoy being outside, and doing shows like this allows me to be outside and share some of the thoughts with you guys. Incredible thoughts, incredible minds. I'm so overwhelmed. Yeah, Michael Bolton's the man. But anyway, let's see. What else do we want to talk about on here? Probably. Definitely want to purchase some natural wipes though, because that would help my yoga ball a lot. So I think it'd probably more natural wipes, essential oils, that sort of thing. Very gentle on exercise equipment, at least. Hopefully. I want to find something that doesn't erode away the material of my yoga ball. I use it for sitting down, and it'd just be easier to have wipes that I could just whoop 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 wipe the ball with. No crazy erosive chemicals or anything. But overall, I think like I said, I got 79 days to figure this out, to be able to sell more product on Amazon, because affiliate marketing is a hell of an opportunity, and I don't want to let it slip. So, if you guys can help the channel, we do have tons of products, tons of affiliate links, that if there's a product that you would like to have that maybe I own, you could purchase the exact same product on the links in the links below. But for right now, I don't have anything else I really want to talk about, because honestly, I'm a little bit more tired than I realized. I do need to cook some dinner when I get home at least, and I'm gonna try to do a little more outdoor shows though, obviously. But sometimes they just don't get I think it's the way I titled it, the way I did the SEO for this specific episode. But hey, that's okay. Can't win them all. But got a couple viewers out of the deal. Probably a little bit. Maybe we'll get more here in a second, but let's see how much time we got left on the old clock. We got 55% battery, not bad. Yeah, I think I might actually just call it a day on that one. I'll still be making content here soon enough, going back home, probably doing a sit-down episode tonight. Probably just talking about all sorts of crap, maybe do a StreamYard, thinking about that, but I think I might just I'm going to be doing StreamYard every now and again. Well, I definitely want to get Tim Smith on at some point, that's for sure. I always love getting my boy Tim on, Tim from Canada. But we're going to see what we could do, man. I could do a review on Tim's book. I don't have his book available though. I'll have to find a way to buy it. I might actually fork out the money to buy it. I could be a real cheap ass though, not gonna lie. cheap man. Yeah, as far as it goes, though, I think we got covered all the bases. You know, we talked about my boy Ozzy, rest in peace, bud. We talked about the fact that I got to get up to at least 100 product reviews recorded this week, and if I could do that, man, if I could just keep at it and just keep recording, that would be the key. And that's really what we're all trying to do. We're all about, you know, doing the reviews, talking about products, and you know, doing live demonstration videos would be kind of fun too. I might do a product mukbang where I just do crazy stuff with all the products and do a live crazy thing. I have no idea what I would do with it, but yeah, I mean, overall, there's plenty plenty of stuff to talk about when it comes down to it. So it's a fun time no matter what. But man, do I love being out here in the park. It is very entertaining. I can't think of anything else I want to talk about at the moment, though. My mind has turned straight up to clay. You know, one thing I love about this park is, man, when you're standing up here, man, it's a beautiful sight. You get to see the whole pond. I might as well share this view with you guys. You get to see the whole pond down there. You get to see everything. This is quite a sight, man. Quite a sight. But I do want to thank you guys. I'm going to probably just go home, get a few things done. Just wanted to get out of the house for a bit. I probably should have brought a beer down with me. That would have been smart. But yeah, I'll just catch you guys on the flip side. I'll see you guys in the next episode, and might just have some rice and chili tonight. Keep it easy. Might actually rice hamburger. Yeah, rice and hamburger sounds really good right now. It's probably what I end up doing. I might do maybe spaghetti. I don't know. We'll see what we're calling for tonight. I do have some spaghetti noodles, so I might actually do that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I might even do a live stream of me cooking. Who knows? We shall see. But the goal right now is pre-recorded, live, then more pre-recorded. But gotta stay dedicated. As you can tell, I'm a little dehydrated at the moment. I didn't really drink much water today. Just drank my pomegranate juice and my energy drinks. So yeah, I got to get rehydrated again. So, but I do want to thank you guys for taking the time to view this video. As always, we love doing these live videos. I did 52 minutes. I figure that's enough time out here. But yeah, we'll do a little more pre-recorded videos, obviously, and we're gonna really get a little more product reviews in. I know that I'm having a blast being able to do this stuff. So it's been very entertaining. That was the handy dandy notebook I have here. So we got yeah, we'll be able to review quite a few products, at least in the interim. So that'll be fun. But yeah, if I could just keep reviewing, and then call it, that'll be the key. Let's see. Anything else? With a little notebook. That pretty much about covers it. Well, let's do a quick extra part of the show, 5 more minutes of the show. But real quick, just want to talk about, like, in general, you know, this show obviously promotes like a diversification standard when it comes to investing. We like to try to encourage people to constantly be exposed to different asset classes like stocks, bonds, commodities, you name it, real estate. I don't really care as long as you're exposed to some kind of asset classes. That's the key. But multiple asset classes, not just one. I mean, even if you have the entire U.S. stock market, the entire international stock market, even if you have those types of like ETFs, it's a good amount of diversification, and you'd be okay for the rest of your life probably. But if you want to be exposed to other things and have a portfolio that could potentially maybe even outpace and preserve the wealth even better, you know, being exposed to commodities, being exposed to productive assets like stocks, especially in a very diversified way, could be a huge advantage to you. And so I hope people don't lose out on those opportunities, and I hope people stay smart about it, because there's opportunities galore, man. And you don't need to be concentrated in one single thing. You could be diversified in all sorts of different assets and asset classes. So don't give up. You know, don't fall for the hype. There's always going to be somebody promoting this one new thing that's going to 10x, and maybe it will. But don't put everything you have in it. That's stupid. Be smart about how you're investing, and yeah, just really just stay intelligent about it. But I will catch you all later. I just want to thank you for again watching these crazy videos. It means the world to me, and it allows us to keep doing our thing. So even though I'm not getting a lot of viewers on this one, let me see if there's anybody in the chat. Yeah, I don't even think I got one single chat. Damn, that's wild. That's the first. It's a first for this show, but that's okay. We'll be doing some pre-recorded videos soon. We'll probably do a live stream tonight, and we'll see how it goes. We're really focusing on those project reviews. We'll get them to you guys, even if you don't want them. Later, guys.